The nostalgia, the tradition, the magic, the memories, and the madness. The most listened to and downloaded siblings podcast about theme parks that drops on a Thursday from the state of New York. Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. Brought to you by DillosDizResort.com.
Now is the time.
Forever?
Miss Tomorrow.
Old.
About a minute and a half.
Hashtag always
It was a small
MGM.
house
Step
on the
out to
floor.
your right.
Old.
The secret staircase.
We always do that.
You are approaching the unloading area.
Behold the majesty of the Sistine Ceiling.
For the kids.
A salute to all theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World.
What a cute ending.
Aloha and welcome aboard.
This is Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank. And we are here with, I think, and I'll have to do some checking in the archives, our first official three-peat guest.
I think that's true.
I think it's
my
true.
Gosh.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Well, if that doesn't tell you all you need to know.
Spoiler alert.
Well, here she is. She has a new EP out on November 12th. Yes, the arms are still going to gesticulate, and I don't care what audio problems come from it. Very merry drops the 12th of November. It's Genevieve going. Genevieve.
Thank you guys for having me. This is so fun. It's great to be back for the third time. I feel special.
I feel like the
great.
first two times were like 6 months apart, and now we're almost at a year, and that's unacceptable.
Wow. Are we really? Wow.
Yeah, we did the check-in. It was December because you had just dropped the Grateful single.
Right. Oh my gosh.
And then
Wow.
actually your last guest appearance was delivering a birthday message for Jen in
Yes.
January.
Hey girl, hey, happy birthday. It's Genevieve Goings. I had to slide through and wish you a happy birthday. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope it's magical, like a magical Monday, like a theme park Thursday, like I'll see you someday soon, maybe here, maybe there, maybe on Disney Junior, where the magic begins. You're magical, baby. Happy birthday.
First of all, thank you very much.
Well,
we
of
don't have to
course.
discuss that we're already close to another birthday because we're not going to be celebrating that one,
right.
Genevieve.
We're not fast forwarding the years anymore.
No.
I did a dance routine moment last night, and then this morning I was like, okay, I've been just pretending I'm not over 40 this whole
Yeah.
time.
Mhm.
This morning I was reminded, but it's amazing and worth it.
Yes, I'm sure you looked awesome and rocked it.
I would
so,
like to think so.
Yes.
Jen's touching that number in January. So
Well, you're not celebrating that? The big?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, you look very young and it's all good,
It's very sweet of you, but no.
I know.
I'll be hiding out somewhere.
Okay.
I hear there's like an Airbnb in Palm Springs. I might check
Well,
that out and
yes,
probably hide out,
Exactly.
So-
I have a hookup there. I know a guy. He's an Airbnb superhost, actually.
Fantastic. That's what I hear. So that works.
Oh my goodness. You are too cute.
I'm redirecting all of this because my birthday is next week. So
Oh,
I'm just like
wow.
shifting.
Well, you don't get to hide out from the birthdays.
He's
No.
much, much older. So,
Oh, really?
we
Much.
just.
Speaking
That's
of which, I saw the most incredible video on TikTok of you guys
Oh, God.
as kids, and I was screaming. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. So those of you listening who have not seen that, please go check. It's adorable.
These are the moments. So you make these silly TikToks and you're like, who's going to see these? Nobody
Right.
sees these. And then Genevieve
Right.
comments on it and you go, oh, right. Hold on.
Somebody saw it.
Oh my
Great.
God.
Isn't that what like TikToks are like? You're just like, who's gonna care about
Yeah.
this? Oh, wow.
Right. Oh, a lot of. Speaking of, can we just talk about TikTok for a minute? We're all over
Oh
the
my
map already
gosh,
in the beginning of
right?
this. I mean,
Yeah.
all right. So
I
I feel
feel
like
like-
last time we talked, you were not on TikTok yet,
I
right? And we were
know.
like thinking about it.
Right.
And
Like,
now
I know. It's like all
fantastic.
my fans from the beginning of Choo Choo Soul that is that perfect age, and they are on TikTok. They are here for it, and they were just like, Jennifer, is this you? Oh my gosh, you were my childhood. Mind blown. It's so cool. It's been so fun just reuniting, meeting people really for the first time that are like adults that used to be kids watching me. So it's so fun. I'm loving it.
One of those
I
early
love it.
TikToks, it was like a couple of million. I felt like you had like millions of
right
views
out the gate.
Yeah.
Because I was reacting to somebody who was like made a video like, I don't know where this lady is, but I hope she's doing well.
Which, by the way, I get a little protective of you, Genevieve, because some people pop up in the comments and they're like, so have you been working? And I'm like, she does everything. Okay. You have no idea how much she's been working. Just because you don't see her on Choo Choo Soul doesn't mean she's not doing it.
It'd be like, why did you quit? It's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, out of sight, out of mind. It's all good. But I do appreciate that. Thank you. I think that's like a modern just misconception too with actors too, like where you're just like, well, he just, he fell off.
Yeah.
Like, actually, no, he's has a lot going on. So
check out that IMDb. There's a lot there.
Yeah. Do some clicking around. Yes. I mean, gosh. So since we've talked, let's see, I did another season of Ready for Preschool for Disney Junior. Super fun. And through that, we were making our little joke about Palm Springs because we have we bought a condo out there that we are renting on Airbnb. It's actually Palm Desert, but I did most of the music from there while we were like renovating and stuff.
That's awesome.
It was just a 6-song season, just super fun songs. One about teamwork, one about an everyday hero who's somebody who helps their community. Simple Machines, which is going to be paired together with a new show on Disney Junior. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk, but it's kind of like in the caveman era.
Nice. Okay.
And what else? Sorting, this really awesome song. I'm going to make a video for how I made it because my dad helped me with the music. I was like, I want to do something that is not a style that I've never have done because I don't want to be too pigeonholed. Although I love my funk urban style that I do, but I don't want like the clients, AKA Disney, to think that, I can only do that. So I was like, I want something kind of different. So that one is really fun. And what was the other one? Anyway, they're super fun. I'm excited for them to come out. It's amazing. I've looked back on all the Ready for Preschool and all the songs that I've released that have been released as with me as the artist. And gosh, we have so many. I was like, geez, just ask Alexa or Siri to play Genevieve Goings and you will have it rolling for a while.
Well, it's always funny. I'm always reminded because my 5-year-old, she navigates Disney Plus better than I do.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, just randomly, I will hear your voice. And I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, what are you watching? And I'm like, oh, it's Ready for Preschool. Yeah. So that happens, it goes, how it goes in cycles with kids of watching.
Maybe she loves me and we don't even know it yet, but
I told her, because I put a little on today just to, get familiar because I knew that you had done new ones. So I was like, let me remind myself.
Yes.
And she's like, I watched this. Why are you
what are you doing?
And I said, so I'm talking to Genevieve who sings. And she's like, what? She's like, that's awesome.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it's cool for kids to know too that, just the voice can be on there too without seeing,
When you in this case of you recording the new stuff, going back and forth, how long of a process? Because they're short little clips.
They're short little clips. So it takes about 6 months for a season to go. And that's because they're staggering. So there's another writer named Rob Cantor who does the other half of the songs. And he also did the nursery rhymes. And so they're splitting it between us and kind of staggering them so they can animate them all in the right time. But it's really cool, the process. They give us the concept and they give us they set the scene of what the video is going to be teaching. It'll be like Mickey Mouse and the fun house is all jumbled up and it needs to be resorted. And so they're hitting those certain points that they want us to teach via song, and then we take that and jumble it in our brains and then deliver back a demo that hopefully they approve the first time, which actually I've been pretty lucky with that. There's a couple songs that took like version after version, but yeah. And then they animate to that. So it's pretty cool. They are actually animating to our songs.
Yeah.
And so that back and forth process of getting it approved. And then they have a whole standards and practices department and their education department, just to make sure, since the Ready for Preschool show is really teaching, making sure that the way we're describing something is going to be understandable and reachable for a kid to comprehend.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of back and forth to get a song all the way done. Yeah, it's probably about 3 months or so until we call it done, which is so interesting because technically you would think I could just kind of do it in one night, but they give their notes. But it always turns out better in the end. So it's really cool.
That's awesome.
So pivoting to Very Merry for a little bit. What did you learn from the great indoors? Were you just like so happy with how everything turned out? You're like, I'm going to keep going. Like, what was the transition
that's
between?
So cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. And Great Indoors was my first experience with this new label called 8 Pound Gorilla. They're doing all kids music, and we had so much fun. And it's just interesting. Every single not even year, every single quarter, the world is changing. So when you think like, gosh, so should we put money in this bucket or this? Should we put our focus on, do we need a whole music video anymore? Should we just do the vertical TikTok videos, stuff like that? So I was trying to think of song concepts. I was trying to get ahead of that idea. Like, how can I write something that maybe one is just like a lyric video type, one is a big old huge video, and one is just this weird out there concept. So that's how I got my various little crazy songs that I came up with. But I knew I wanted to do it, and it's just great to have a team because I feel I'm great at writing songs, but I'm not excellent at marketing them or having the plan of what to do, where to go from there. So knowing there's a team, I was like, let's do it. It was their idea though to do a holiday project, and I'm so glad they said that, because now I've created this character called the Crazy for Christmas Lady. And with the song, which it's just over the top and so fun, and I just hope people absolutely love it. And my goal is to put the video out and say, tag someone like this, tag a Crazy for Christmas person, because it's just one of those over the top ladies that just has everything, a wreath around her toilet seat, for heaven's sake. So yes, it's been really fun. And I did learn to just like, get the concept together and get it done, have a deadline, boom, we're done. That's it. So it went really well this time around.
So you recorded the video as we're recording this. You recorded the video yesterday.
Yes, last night.
Can you give us a little hint about what we'll see in the video?
You will see. This is the unedited version. You will see Christmas on crack. Kids, don't try this at home. But what I mean by that is, I filmed this at a location called the Almost Christmas Prop Shop. So this is where, studio houses and television studios rent all their Christmas stuff from. A ton of like Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You was stuff from there. If you see, just big things, kids meeting Santa in a show and the whole setup, it probably came from this place. So I went in there just to see if I could rent a few things. And I just looked around like, can I rent this whole place? Do you do that? So it was great. And they had a blast too. It kept getting bigger and bigger. But when you hear the song, Crazy for Christmas Lady, you'll know it's just one of those, if it was going to have a video, it had to be big and great. So It's really fun. And Kamari makes a little cameo in the beginning. He
Nice.
wasn't in a great mood, but we worked it into the script. It's like,
Gotta roll with it.
There goes Mommy again. She's crazy. So yeah. So also I have 2 dancers that danced with me at the end, and we had like a whole little dance number. I mean, it was just so much fun.
Love it.
Yes.
And are you a crazy Christmas lady yourself?
Yes, I am.
Mhm.
I upped it a little bit for the lyrics here. However, now I've created this person that I just might be existing as all of December. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, totally. I love it all.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to wear something crazy like this. Or a t-shirt. Yeah. So I definitely am. And it's funny, one of my little specialties is like making bows out of ribbon. I've always just loved to do that. And one year, actually the first year I really got to know my husband's family. So this has been like 12, 13 years ago. His older sister, they were all here for Christmas. And so we were still going to kind of milk the Santa thing. She knew, my niece, but we just let us all have this.
Yeah.
She's like in college now, but anyway, so I was like, how about this? Like, she knows how you wrap presents. Why don't you let me do all the Santa wrapping?
Mhm.
And then you guys go out and then come back and like, we'll just do it like that. And she proceeded to wheelbarrow in the most amount of gifts I've ever seen for a child. And I was like, okay. But I did it. I got it done and it was amazing.
Nice.
It was just so funny. Oh man. But yeah, I am. Are you?
Yeah, we're big
Yes.
Christmas people.
Yeah.
I have some rules. It doesn't make sense, but I have some rules. Like I'm very big on like, I don't start Christmas really until like after I've eaten the Thanksgiving turkey. Like
I'm with that.
That has to be done. Yeah. I don't really start in like after Halloween. Some people start. I can't really do it. I can't. And then I'm big on Hallmark movies, and I can't start them until like Thanksgiving night, having some leftovers put on Hallmark.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Yeah.
Totally. I think that's fair. I think that you just can't get mad at anyone for starting the day after Thanksgiving.
I appreciate that because some people want to get mad at me. So thank you.
My
for saying
mother does.
That.
She's like, oh gosh. I'm like, Mom, it's the most wonderful time. She's like, stop it, of the year. Stop it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Frank is very closely connected with Christmas.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? I was like, oh, that's on the spot. Well, Christmas has always been big for me. I mean, I'm nostalgic about everything, so I feel like Christmas has a big, nostalgia tie to it. Yeah. But I worked at the Disney parks during the holidays, so that brought out a lot.
Yes.
But I also worked at Macy's in Herald Square, where they have the whole Santa Land. I was in charge of the elves thing for many years, so we did the whole Miracle on 34th Street. Every year. So yeah, I'm very Christmassy.
And now tell her how you proposed to your wife.
Santa Claus and a couple of elves came to our apartment and waited in the living room while she was getting ready in here. And then when she went to shut off, she thought I left the lights on, and she was like, "How you left the lights on again?" And boom, Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Because they worked together at Santa Land. We should throw that in too. That was the connection there.
Mm-hmm. That is so awesome. I love that. My husband proposed to me on Christmas Eve, actually, but Santa wasn't there. So I'm going to have to tell him that. 1 point demoted. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. Step it up for the renewal. Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. We should do. We missed our 5 already. For 10, we'll go big.
There you go.
Yes.
Speaking of Hallmark movies, is Crazy for Christmas Lady a potential Hallmark character?
They don't know it yet, but absolutely.
We got to write a script.
I think so, because I'm trying to catch the tiny fruit fly. If you're wondering what that was, I was like, exactly. Yes. There's so many marketing opportunities that these brands, they just don't know about it yet. So I got to get her out there soon.
Yes, for sure.
So she's going to emerge definitely before Thanksgiving, but at least, then hopefully we'll just know that she is.
Because we got to hear a little, and I hear that song, and as soon as the music hits, I'm like, oh, that's the opening of a Hallmark movie. I see it in my brain.
Yes.
Perfect.
We'll start a petition.
So.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, because these things take a lot of work, as I learned last night. Maybe she can exist soon.
Yeah.
I like it. We're on it.
If you need us on set at all for the movie,
I do.
Just let me know.
I do. I need Frank on sound. That's a callback to earlier when we all messed up our sound when we entered. I came onto the show with my headphones unplugged and I was like, I don't hear you guys. Yeah. So I love it. Yes. So this is super fun. This. And then I wrote a ridiculous song called Christmas in Space because I wanted to. I was like, I need a song that I think has never been done before. And that was my goal. That's how I started that concept. And then the melody just came into my head and I was like, is this really weird? I was like, it is. I love it. And so I was just thinking, gosh, what a cool idea. Not to mention there's people actually going to space right now. That aren't astronauts. So it's like, what an idea. Like, just get out of here. Let's shake this spot this year. And so although it's called Very Merry, I do have a non-denominational song on the project that's called Mr. Snowman. It's like an ode to my best friend that comes around every year. And it's really sweet. And it's just fun. I'm really excited.
Christmas in space. It's funny that you mentioned everyone who's not astronauts going to space lately. I didn't put that together at the time, but it's true. But it's funny to see it now because even when launches started happening again, I think during the summer of 2020, all of a sudden you realize how nostalgic you are for people going to space.
I know, it's so amazing. And you know what? It's like we're so just as a human species, we're like not impressed by a lot anymore because everything's just like, oh, cool, yeah, seen it. Yeah. But how about leaving Earth?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So it is pretty amazing. It's also pretty ironic that I got my spacesuit on Amazon for that video. Link in bio. Anyways,
your affiliate shop. Where can we find it?
Oh, I have one, girl. You can go to my link tree wherever you see my links. Yeah. So, but I have to tell you, I still don't know exactly what I'm doing with the footage that I got, but I was in Vegas area and my girl who does makeup, she's just incredible. And I was like, since I'm going to be there, let's do Christmas in space makeup. I don't know what it is. And then I set up a green screen in my hotel room and we'll just see how it goes.
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah, you did the music video and then you have this footage. So you're thinking like with the TikTok and everything, you're trying to have all the wheels turning on that.
Exactly. So what I did have my assistant director last night get specific footage, with the vertical phone. Cause it's something to, when you think about it later, like once all these amazing camera phones came out and you turn them to the side and you're like, oh my gosh, this is incredible digital footage. Right. So it's like, we're always doing that to make sure we have that, but you need it on the vertical. And if you've ever tried to edit a horizontal video into a vertical video, it's just like, So I was like, let's do some intentional vertical videos while we're here too.
Yes. I like that because I do this to Frank if he has gone to Disney without me, which is ludicrous. But when he's done that, I'm like, listen, when you're there, you're going to need to get the content. And if you get the content, you're going to need to film both ways. He's like, can I just film?
Yeah.
No,
I know.
I need both.
Know. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That is so true. It is necessary. That's how we have to do it now. We need to be twice as annoying to the people standing behind us.
Exactly. It's like, great. That was great. Hold on.
It is. Yeah. They know what it is. It's okay. But it's so fun. Just social media in that way is so fun to just share these experiences with people and let them come along with you for the ride. I think social media has developed kind of a bit of a bad name as far as just people being fake or making you feel jealous or whatever you do when you internalize looking at other people's stuff. And I get all that too, but it is really fun too. And I keep trying to remind myself, like, get this footage of this. Some of the songs that I wrote and stuff too, I would make it all the way through the end and be like, why didn't I film that? That was really cool and impressive. You know, because people just, if they don't do what you do particularly, you know, or see behind the scenes, like what's it like to set up a Santa's, you know, wonderland from start to finish, or, you know, those little things that happen behind the scenes and stuff. That stuff is interesting and it's inspiring to people. Like I really want to get into more in this next year, just inspiring kids about other aspects of the entertainment business besides just the one who's, you know, in the center stage. There's so many other working parts. And most of those other people on set are getting paid more than the person in the center. But that's another story. It's everything, but
well,
but it's nice.
Yeah. Now that you say that, Jen is now going to have to film footage of her husband taking down our father's Christmas decorations. Next week. They're all coming down early from the top of the garage in advance.
So if you could get that footage, and if you could use the Crazy for Christmas Lady song in your TikTok,
consider it done.
Oh my gosh, yes. Thank you.
I'm not saying I'll get a lot of views because you know, we're just us, but we're gonna do our best.
I'll take everything I can get, sister.
Yes.
So good.
If you like duet it or something, then like, you know,
right,
then that'll help it. All right, so I'm not saying you have to take time out of your day to duet our little videos, but you know, if you wanted to, that's fine.
Let's do it. I love it. What depends what's coming down out of those boxes. Would it drive a crazy
That's true.
Christmas lady crazy?
If you like,
he's a crazy Christmas man. So
see, perfect.
Yeah. If you like the Santa with its arm over its head, you know, like from the 70s, that you put the light bulb inside.
Yes. See, that's the kind of stuff I want to see. Oh my gosh, I love it.
He did say yesterday that they new this year is a 15-foot reindeer, I believe. He doesn't know where it's going yet. So, you know.
Wow. Does he live nearby?
He's kind of in the middle of us. So
that's so cool. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're still the holdovers from the late 70s, early 80s, the snowman and the
I need to see
the good
these.
ones.
That's
for sure.
Amazing. Wow.
I'm doing the TikTok, don't you worry.
Okay,
it's
good.
Happening.
I'm ready. We got to get crazy together.
I read an interview that you did on Rock Mommy, I think, that you talk a lot about, you know, shaping yourself into a producer and an engineer. And I thought maybe you could just talk a little bit more about that, from maybe even where you were at that time of that interview to where you feel you are now with the 2 EPs under your belt.
Oh, well, awesome. Thank you so much. You know, I probably mentioned in there too, a little problem called imposter syndrome, where you're kind of like, I can't call myself that. But yeah, I've been having a blast just really because I'll have a pretty distinct sound in my brain of what I want to hear. And it's just about just trying to get that kind of together. I use my sampler a lot. I know I have my background frozen out, but this is a major bump up to help me like just tap out my ideas and everything. But yeah, I've done a lot. I work in Pro Tools and I pull in a lot of sounds. What I'll do is, to the best of my ability as a musician, I will get my point across and get things started. And I do play guitar, but and as a producer, you're sort of collecting other people's talents to put them together too. So I'll be sure to hire the right person to get that sound to sound even better. But yeah, I definitely, and even this last season of Ready for Preschool, which I produced a lot of it from the Palm Desert guest room there, I'm just learning a lot of new techniques to make my life easier. And, you know, I would really recommend that all artists try to just dabble in production a little bit, because I think as a singer and as somebody who writes melodies, you know, you're writing melodies when you're writing a bass line or guitar chords or any of that. So yeah, it's been really, really interesting. And unfortunately, as I go down the rabbit hole of producing, I'm buying all these new plugins and all that sort of thing. But, you know, we all have our we all have our little tiny problems we get past, but it really has been amazing. And I'm working towards in the next year trying to formulate some videos where I'm teaching a little bit more about what it means to produce and how to put sounds together and form a song. But it's been incredible, and thank you for asking that, because I'm really loving it. Actually, on the Crazy for Christmas Lady, I used gospel singer samples in the music in the back, so it's like there's different. I just chose the different chords, and I found there's this amazing website called Splice where you can have a monthly membership and then download all sorts of sounds. But I wanted kind of that gospel-y sound. So I have like 3 different just gospel sounds, and I program them to my sampler keys. So it's like the beat is going dun, 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 dun. So I was like, ah, 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 ah. And so I'm using those as an instrument, and you can hear them in the song. It's really, it brought it up that next level to just get that vibe I was looking for. So you never know. And then for the song Sorting with Disney Ready for Preschool, I used a vitamin bottle as percussion. I know.
Interesting.
I tell ya, anyone can cook, like they said in Ratatouille. Anyone can make a song, said Genevieve.
I love it.
So Jen and I have been having a debate the past couple of weeks, and I don't think this really applies to you, especially at, since, Choo Choo Soul was such a big thing for you.
Okay.
Jen and I, I guess I shouldn't say Jen. I think 10 years, you got to put in 10 years to really attain whatever your next level is. I don't know which way Genevieve's going on this. Her head seems to be shaking in both directions.
It is shaking in both directions. Because yes, 1000%. It's so true. Because even just the ease of which you get into your work, or you're even prepared to start an idea. So you don't even know where to start. But yeah, definitely. I mean, because before Choo Choo Soul, I was working in studios, and I was singing on hip hop songs, and I was singing with groups in clubs and, theaters and stuff like that. And yeah, I agree with the 10-year mark.
Yes,
because because you really can. The plane is going to land here. Do you hear it?
Is that your plane, or are you getting picked up?
My plane is here to pick me up and take me to the North Pole right after this. I haven't been on a plane yet since all of this.
Yeah.
The unspoken thing. And I don't have a private plane. That was a joke. But I do have a rocket that I'm going to take to the moon.
Obviously. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. But you know what? It's so true. And I'm always learning. I'm always getting better. Even just at this last video shoot, I learned so much, even though I've been doing this for a long time. It's amazing. You're constantly learning. But once you've been doing something 10 years, you're able to pivot on your feet too, and make changes if things go wrong, or, and just get to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like, know how to say no to things, all that sorts of things. So I totally agree with that. I love it.
Fine. It's fine. I didn't disagree. I was just saying, perhaps it depends on the goal you're setting and the person and the situation and the circumstance. I feel like there's a lot involved that it's not always so concrete. Okay. 10 years, that's it for everybody.
Oh, I see. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, if you say it, Genevieve, that's okay. If he says it, it's not. But if you say it, it's okay.
If someone was going to microblade my eyebrows, let's say, I'd like to know they've been doing it for 10 years.
Right. See? That's fair. That is absolutely fair.
We do. I just started doing tattooed makeup. Girl, you should come to my chair.
Nice.
No.
Yeah,
No, but I'm sure but anyway, I'm sure that we all hit 10 years doing something, would be like, oh yeah.
Right.
I'm going to take that as a victory where I can.
Yeah, that's a victory, I think. Yeah. I agree.
All right, we're gonna put you to the test here. We're trying a little something new here on the podcast recently. Okay. If you're prepared for such things, we call this.
I don't know what it is. Let's do it.
I have no clue, so no.
we call this the Dillo's Diz Nostalgia Quiz.
Oh.
To see how nostalgic you are.
Oh.
Do you consider yourself to be a nostalgic person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It would have been funny if she was like, no.
No.
So I don't know what this is, and I'm not nostalgic.
But
I feel like I made Genevieve nervous for a couple of
Okay, a little bit. I'm excited. Let's see what this is.
Okay. First question, Genevieve, are you ready?
Yes.
What is your very earliest memory?
Wow. My earliest memory is standing up in my crib, crying for my mom because she was at work, and I had a Smurfs poster on my wall, and my dad came in and he was like, she'll be here soon. That is my earliest memory.
Wow.
Nice.
With the Smurfs. I like that. The little added detail.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like that. Do you have a Smurfs poster now somewhere in your house, like in your studio, office?
I haven't even watched or thought of the Smurfs in a long time.
Just pulled that out of your memory right there.
This nostalgia quiz.
It is.
Shakes it up a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
Next question.
Okay.
Describe your style in one word.
Oh, gosh. Oh, geez. One word. Frank, you're killing me. Okay. Ooh, this is hard. I like this though. Describe my style. Welcoming. And let me explain that a little bit. Because when you walk into a party in LA, imagine just whatever you think that looks like. And you're wearing a t-shirt, a tuxedo t-shirt, and a faux hawk. It's like, what's up? I'm going to talk. I don't think she's going to come in here and be stuck up. You know? And the music that I do, I like right off the bat, I want you to be involved and I want you to be able to sing along, and I don't want you to feel like you have to sit there and ponder, and I just want you to jump in and have fun. So we'll say welcoming. I don't know if that's the wrong word when you consider the way a woman dresses, but if I have another answer later, I'll let you know.
Yeah. No judging yourself. No judgment.
Right. There's no judgment here.
No judgment.
If you could time travel, when and where would you go?
Gosh, what a good question. You know, I think I think I'm going to go to the future.
Okay.
And I am going to see what my son is like, you know, when he's like a young adult. So that would be, let's just say 2035.
But then we get anxiety if we think about that.
I know, which that's the thing too. But I think things are going to be really cool. Part of my brain wants to be like scared of that time, but I'm just going to choose to be excited about it because new technologies allow us to connect with people in new ways. And I mean, who knows what we could do by then.
Yeah. That's a good one. The future. Yeah.
I was about to go back, but I was like, but as much as I'd like to be like peace, love in 70s, which sounds really fun. Yeah, I think I'd go to the future and check it out. If I could stay my same age. I'm still me. And then I'm traveling, right? When you get in the ship, you're still okay.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
Very fun. Okay.
Yes.
I was like, oh no, what is this?
I forgot this part. Wait.
Geriatric.
Well, this one, 2 more questions. This one should be an easy one. This should be a slam dunk for you.
Okay.
The genre of music that gets you in a good mood.
Ooh, that would be like classic R&B, like a good Jackson 5 or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just like boom, bam. There it is.
Final question. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Wow. I want to be a producer with a budget. That's a little step up from where I am now, meaning the studio is in for it. I'm either working at the big company or I'm hired by the big company to do the big projects, and it's funded and it's my creative vision, and I'm able to hire a bunch of people and have a bunch of artists and their their full bloom in my project. So there that is. I'm able to do that now. It's just budget's a little different than the way my brain is working.
Yeah.
Producer with a budget and the green
Nice.
light.
Yes.
Yeah, and the green light. Totally.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. You did it. You completed the nostalgia quiz.
Yay. I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night tonight with that one word for my
Right.
side answer, though. So I'll let you know.
If we just see a tweet from Genevieve later with one word, we'll be like, this is it.
That
this was it.
Or
Yeah.
maybe I can answer one word per month.
There you go.
So I'll be like,
I
you know
love
what?
it.
This month, festive. But my style won't be festive in January. It'll be,
Right.
I don't know yet. We'll see.
Before we go, I was going to ask some personal questions because one, we need an update on Kamari and how he's doing.
Yes.
And I know that you moved into a brand new house. So how's that
Right.
going?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, let's begin with Kamari, who is just so stinking cute and adorable. And the internet and social media, it gives us way too much exposure to people to where you're like, he's 20 months. He should be saying, 30 words and he should, where you just like should on yourself.
Yeah.
And so so he was like slow to talk according to the world. So now he's like coming around and he's in that phase where he's just like book, car, star, it's so cute. And just to watch his little brain, he's so much fun. And he is a rock star though. He stays up very late, but he sleeps in very late.
That's good.
We're an artist household, so it's working for us. I get kids up and moving. That's always been, I entertain children, but I never said I was great at putting them to sleep.
You get them up, you can't put them down.
Yeah. So we're working on that, but we'll have to venture into the whole preschool thing, and it's fun. We're going to the park and, he's trying to get him socialized, but it's very hard in today's world. Obviously he's had his first cold and my husband and I both thought we were going to die. It's so sad. And they all have them and everybody, it's not a big deal, but it's just like that first one, just like,
especially in this world. It's
I know.
Please.
If there wasn't that little scary word hanging around there, but when they have the little stuffy nose, I would like to give a shout out to the inventor of the snot sucker machine. Now it's motorized.
For sure.
So
there's a motorized.
You don't even have to do a little crazy sucking Frida nose thing.
We're so old now. Our kids are so old apparently because
it's like a little mini vacuum for the nose.
Yeah, I legit just bought the old school one 2 weeks ago because we needed it. I didn't know there was a motorized.
There's a motorized electronic nasal aspirator. If you didn't take anything else away from this interview, I will link it in my Amazon affiliate.
I was about to say, I hope I find the link there.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That and the spacesuit. I need them both.
I will definitely do that. And every crazy Christmas lady sweater in my videos.
For sure.
But then, we moved and now we're in like a townhouse style. Before we were in an older house. We had the great backyard and the great, amazing studio, which is now, it's just reformatted. Let's put it that way. But it's really nice because everything in here is new, which is super cool. Never had that before. And we had one bathroom that we shared in our last one.
Okay.
So everything is just great.
Yeah. Everything has changed. Awesome. And do you guys have Halloween costume plans? I mean, I know we've been talking about Christmas. But
I can't believe that I don't have that planned out yet. I did lose my doggy best friend that I had for 14 years, Fergie.
That's right.
And she was always a part of my Halloween costumes. And so I just feel like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've been so into Christmas and a lot of my deliverables for this project are due like on Halloween. So I haven't had much time to think about it, but I might just, come up with something good. Do you guys know? Do you guys have stuff?
I mean, so my 4-year-old will be Elsa. She was thinking of an Elsa Mulan combo.
Hybrid? Wow.
Yeah, hybrid. Thank you.
That is cool.
But now she's backtracking and she might still just be Elsa. She has told me I'm Anna, so I have to figure that out. And my 7-year-old is all into Pokemon right now. So he is going to be Score Bunny for those of you that know Pokemon.
Wow.
So,
I will
him.
have to look that up. I do
Yeah.
not know this personally yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we're doing an Aladdin theme. So the 5-year-old is Jasmine. I will be reliving my days working in the Disney character department as the genie.
Oh,
Nice.
And my wife will be the magic carpet.
oh my God.
Jen hadn't heard that yet.
This
I haven't. That's
It
amazing.
is amazing. I cannot wait to see that. That is so good.
Yes.
Wow.
For sure.
Now, you guys, I do have a dream. I have what I think is a really cool costume, but I just don't know if I'm going to pull it off because I want it to be Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, okay.
And
I think
if
you
I
can
get
do it.
somebody to hold me up, but I don't know.
Yeah.
My mom's coming into town and then I don't know. We'll see.
I think you can make that work.
One of these days I can. He
Yeah.
almost looks like he could be one of my uncles or something. Actually, my uncle Buddy should be Bernie, actually. I need to tell him that. Oh my goodness.
So with the album coming, the EP coming out on the 12th, what else? What other? Because you just did a live gig. Are you gonna try to squeeze in a live gig Christmas?
You know, I think I might do a live stream concert. Yeah, I might just figure out how to work that out. But yeah, no more traveling probably, unless we're gonna try to put our feelers out there to like maybe some news stations or shows like that. I feel like I was having this vibe. I was like, I feel like Kelly Clarkson would have me on her show if she just
yes.
So we're just gonna reach out to everybody and see who actually does all the bookings and things like that. But yeah, no more travels. But we are talking to some of our favorite venues about returning and reuniting as Choo Choo Soul with DC next year. So that would be really fun.
Yeah.
And I'm really just hoping to get that together because we did do a little show together this month and it was a blast. We had so much fun and just get right back into it. Like we never took a 2-year break from each other. It was just like, boom. So cool.
Nice. And maybe New York will have to be on that stop.
I think.
Yeah,
so.
no.
Think so.
Yes. And then with the new home, you could be crazy Christmas lady in your own home for the decorations. What's the plan there?
You know, when we moved, it was kind of a quick move. We weren't really expecting it and we were just like, boom. So we put a lot of stuff in storage. So we're going to have to get that out. It was the kind where like you call them and they come and they're like, okay, take a detailed list of everything. You're like, sure. Okay, great. What else was I doing? Like box number 34.
Yeah.
So I hope I can pull that off, but I do have plenty of green screens and many abilities to get my point across.
We're just saying, if you could get the synchronized Christmas light show to Crazy for Christmas Lady, that would be.
Yeah.
Sorry to plant that seed in your brain.
That is it's just, you're on to something right there.
Yeah. And if you need my husband to come over to your place after he goes to my parents' house to get down your Christmas stuff,
please do.
Let me know. He would be happy to. Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. And I love how you just volunteered him for that.
Just volunteering him.
I'll send him his flight information tomorrow.
Perfect.
Well, Genevieve, as always, it's so awesome to talk to you and just laugh for an hour.
I know. I love it. I love it.
This time around with all our audio issues and Zoom issues, and well, for me it's normal. Like the Wi-Fi, New York City apartment, just can't get anything through.
Right.
Yeah.
But Very Merry drops on the 12th of November. Plug away, Genevieve. I'm going to leave it over to you.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is just, again, I just made this little a handful of songs because we just need to just laugh and be joyful and silly, and we need to smile this holiday season. So that is my goal here, And I hope that you all will download, stream, and share the songs and just share joy with everybody. I'm also hoping, I have a song called Santa's Elves, and I'm hoping that some of the dance schools around the country will choreograph some stuff to that song for their holiday shows, because it's a really fun, upbeat, if you need something new to dance to, that's a good one there. And as always, I love you. I love your families. I love your kids. And I'm still here.
Yes.
Contrary to somebody.
That's right.
TikTok comments.
I'm coming at you. Comments.
Jen is there for all the TikTok commenters.
I love it.
I'm like, let me not be angry on Genevieve's comments.
I love it.
Genevieve, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you
you
for reaching out to, and thank you for sharing all this. And we'll be back next year to talk about whatever the next thing going on is.
That's right.
Definitely.
That's right.
Awesome,
4-timer.
guys. Hey.
Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz, featuring Frank Cardillo and Jen Cardillo Snyder. The theme was composed by Matt Harvey. The intro and the outro was performed by Lindsay Zerugian. The Dillo's Diz fact checker is Mel Dale. You can give Dillo's Diz a follow on Twitter, on Instagram, and on TikTok at Dillo's Diz. Dillo's with an S, Diz with a Z. You can like Dillo's Diz on Facebook, facebook.com/Dillo's Diz. And you can subscribe to Dillo's Diz on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dillo's Diz. That is where you'll find Theme Park Thursday live each and every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Drop us a line. Dillo's Diz, 55 Girard Street, number 987, Huntington, New York, 11743. And you can check in to the Dillo's Diz Resort at dillosdizresort.com, your virtual destination for exclusive Dillo's Diz content. 3 membership level tiers, all at dillosdizresort.com. We'll see you real soon, and that real soon is next week for Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. The Improviser's Guide Network 2021.